I've spoken about roguelites on this channel before, and I'll probably speak about them again, but no roguelite I've ever played has even come close to being as reliable as Enter the Gungeon. This game knows how to be fair to the player. Instead of creating a gameplay loop of insane highs and boring lows, it rides the line between difficulty and fun very finely. You won't have to rely on an overpowered item to succeed, because winning depends on your skills as a player, and that's something that even the best roguelites can't always master. I'm Chepek, and this is... Not surprisingly, Enter the Gungeon is a game about guns, guns, and more guns. And unsurprisingly, again, it's pretty gundam good. See what I did there? It's like, you know, because it's like Gundam, right? Because normally you say God. Enter the Gungeon follows a similar format to other roguelites like Isaac, in that you move through multiple stages, buying items and finding loot, eventually preparing to fight a boss at the end of each stage. Gungeon doesn't do anything new with this premise, but it manages to perfectly balance it. It relies heavily on your skill and will always reward you if you play your cards right. That isn't to say roguelites are better when they don't depend on luck. Some of my favorite roguelites practically rely on luck exclusively, but focusing more on the player's ability always makes your runs feel fair. Gungeon provides you with a simple yet useful toolset. You've got blanks, single-use items that can clear all bullets on screen, casings, which can be used to buy new things from the shop, and who could forget the health from LEGO Star Wars. Together, these tools allow you to progress through the Gungeon, shooting bullets at bullets and buying more things to shoot bullets with. You can play as 4 different characters, though you can unlock an additional 4 as you progress, who all have their own backstories and reasons for coming to the Gungeon. Each of them has a unique moveset, usually consisting of a passive item, an active item, and a gun, though this may vary depending on the character. Your goal is to make it to the end of the Gungeon with each character in order to save their future by changing their past. But I'll leave all that story stuff here for now. If there's one thing that Gungeon deserves the highest praise on, it's the theming. Almost everything in this game is a gun, a bullet, or a shell casing. You can use a bullet that's a gun that shoots guns that shoots bullets, so the bullets that are using guns to shoot bullets at you to reduce your health that is also bullets but can be defended by using blue bullets against the bullets from the bullets that drop empty bullets when hit with enough bullets from your gun that is also, by the way, still a bullet. Almost everything you encounter in the Gungeon is somewhat gun related, and if by an extremely rare chance you find something that isn't a gun, bullet, or anything in between, as an example a baseball bat, you get cursed. Honestly kinda fitting. And with a name like Enter the Gungeon, you'd better expect some crazy weaponry. There are 243 guns in Enter the Gungeon. Let that sink in. 243. There's normal stuff like the AK-47, but then you've got the Abyss Tentacle from your nightmares. You've got an M16 machine gun and a shotgun that shoots out love hearts. Honestly, I really love the crazy stuff that's in this game just because it can be. There's a sword gun hybrid that shoots out sword-shaped bullets, a launcher that releases black holes onto your enemies, an engine modified to shoot bullets, and an AK-47. No, not AK, a key. It shoots out keys. I really appreciate all the efforts that the devs went to create a game with so much character. Like other roguelites, Enter the Gungeon features items both in the form of active and passive. Active items are items that can be used once and then need a recharge. They're often effective against boss encounters, but you'll also get more subtle ones like ammo refills. Passive bonuses take a bit of a backseat when compared to other games of the genre, but they're also really good and can synergize well with your gun if you're lucky. One thing that I really like about Enter the Gungeon is its custom synergy sprites and effects. Many guns and items mix together to provide additional effects that weren't possible with the items separately, like when you mix the Dead Space plasma cutter with this shotgun to create a barrage of lasers. You've also got synergies that aren't scripted, like the bouncy bullets in the plasma cutter creating a laser that bounces off walls in a surprisingly deadly fashion. But how do you get all these guns and items that mix with each other? Well, from the breach, spelled B-R-E-A-C-H, not B-R-E-E-C-H, as in the part of gun which bullets are loaded into, which is honestly kind of a missed opportunity. The breach is the hub world of the Gungeon, where NPCs gather to sell you stuff and offer services. It starts off completely unpopulated, but as you explore the Gungeon and free the characters lost in the shifting chambers, boom, they show up in the breach. Some characters such as Ox and Cadence will sell you items that you can find in future runs, but other totally unique and original characters such as Tonic the Sledge Dog give you access to additional game modes. I definitely recommend Rainbow Mode. It gets rid of chests, but it allows you to choose any of 8 guns and items once per floor, kind of allowing you to choose your own loadout as you go along. But what if you're tired having to go through each floor every single run? Well, Gungeon has a remedy for that too. Gungeon features an elevator system which allows you to build lifts between the different chambers. All you've got to do is enter the gap left by the elevator in each floor and bribe this guy into fixing it for you. In no time, you've got a way to travel in between the chambers. What I really like about this system is how Gungeon compensates you for your lack of time on the other chambers. Since you haven't had the benefit of gearing up in the last 4 chambers, Gungeon is more than happy to supply you with your own arsenal to catch you up to speed. This elevates the elevator into becoming more of a viable mechanic, because if you just dropped into the forge with no weapons, your run would be over in a second. Also, you get a bonus game mode for building on the elevators, so thank you, Tinker. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, even the finest craftsmanship cannot achieve everything, because Gungeon has some hidden floors in between each chamber. These floors are accessed by completing a puzzle in the floors before them, and they have their own unique theme with never before seen enemies and boss battles. These areas are really fun to explore, and I highly suggest you take advantage of them for the extra loot you might gain, especially if you're doing a rainbow run. My favorite of these floors is probably the RNG department, although I'm not sure if it's meant to be research and guns, or just meant to sound like RNG, something that plays a large part in the game, because RNG is what dictates the items you get from chests and plays a significant role in your run. That's not to say Gungeon can't be won if you're unlucky, you can win with even the worst luck, but good items obviously make you do better in your runs. You get items from chests that usually come in 5 different varieties. Take this as a rule of thumb. The scarier the chest, the better weapon you're gonna get from it. Just pray that you get a new weapon by the end of the first floor, because if you don't, have fun fighting that boss without a good gun. Boss battles are pretty tough in this game. As stated earlier, every floor has one, and they are not very forgiving. You have some duds like Trigger Twins or the Gorgon, but from then on, bosses and the puns in their names just get worse. What's that? Your floor 1 boss was Gatlingle? I'm so sorry for your loss. There's a massive incentive to do well in these fights, and I'm not talking about the fear of death. If you dodge roll well enough and manage to defeat a boss battle without taking a single hit of damage, you are rewarded with a master round. This item permanently upgrades your health by 1, and once you master the starting bosses, you're almost guaranteed a health up by the end of the first floor. You also have blanks, a really cool mechanic that allows you to save yourself from a few hits every floor. These blue bullets allow you to clear all projectiles on screen. Don't be afraid to use them, because they'll be renewed soon anyways. These serve to be really effective against bosses and are very useful in ensuring you'll get a master round. Blanks also reveal secret rooms, so if you complete a floor with some leftover blanks, feel free to use them for a chance of free items after you've defeated the boss. Defeating bosses, by the way, is what gives you hegemony credits, your way to purchase new guns in the breach. But what if I told you guns can be bought in the Gungeon? Well, Bello the shopkeeper does just that. Every floor holds a shop that sells pickups, items, and most importantly, guns. This is the perfect opportunity to spend some ammo casings and replenish resources and strengthen your armory. It'll help you out when you need it and lets you take revenge on the enemies who hurt you. Speaking of, the enemies in Enter the Gungeon may look cute, but they want your head on a pitchfork. Or, I guess a pitchfork that can shoot bullets. Wait, they have that? Your usual enemy type is bullets, with a gun that shoots... Actually, I'm not going to get into that again, but basically they're evil bullets. You've also got shotgun shells, ghost bullets, bat bullets, bullet wizards, and gun nuts. But technically these guys use swords, so does that mean they're cursed? Whatever. All you need to know is there's a wide spread of enemies that you'll be happy to sink bullets into. Do they deserve it? That's morally ambiguous. But if you need to shoot them down to save your past, you'll do it. Because really, Enter the Gungeon is a game about mistakes and doing whatever it takes to solve them. Each of the 4 main playable characters has a past. They all have mistakes, and one of them has a dog. But that's not very important right now. They all came to the Gungeon to right the wrongs in their life. In the very last chamber lies the gun that can kill the past. You must create a bullet, shoot down titans, fight hordes of enemies, just for the chance to kill your past. But before you can do any of that, you need to... Oh, by the way, I give Enter the Gungeon a 1 out of 10. There's just some boring guns. You guys know how it is. Just some boring old guns. Anyways, I'll see you next time where I make a scathing review of Minecraft Pocket Edition. Bye. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this, and if you have anything to add or have suggestions for the next game I review, leave them in the comments. I read all of them, so please don't say anything mean. Anyways, the outro is fading to black now, so I should probably leave.